Hey peoples, I'm back with the next video. As you see, the title is below. And I got my little couch blanket because it got the little chilly up in here. Okay, I'm gonna put the heat on, but before I get ready to go to bed, because it's like relatively early. Okay, so whenever those videos upload, they upload. But anyway, I don't know. I think this one might actually upload before the other one. I really don't know. But anyway, time to set boundaries. Yeah. A lot of people don't like other people that set boundaries, okay? I made a video about when setting boundaries turn into grudges, or boundaries, something to that effect, about boundaries and grudges. Something to that effect. Sometimes you set boundaries and other people will swear and be damned you holding a grudge. No, it's not. It's called something adults are supposed to do. Set boundaries. So, with this video, I want to ask to the women that are actually watching this video, I want to ask, is another woman allowed to cook in your kitchen? Yes or no? How do you feel about that? Drop that shit in the comment section. I really want to know. I really want to know. It's like this. Not editing that. I really want to know. Is your mother-in-law or your sister or your grandma like allowed to cook in your kitchen? For me, I would say like this. I had some good experiences with that and some not so good experiences with that. But here's one thing though that I feel. I feel like it depends on the person and what the situation is. Like, say, I'm going to give you a few scenarios. Say you got your mother-in-law coming and she decides that she wants to just bring things to cook, and she wants to go in there and just be like making these little comments like, well, you know, you got to cook like this or like that, because I always cooked for my baby when they were a child, and if it wasn't for me cooking this and that for him or whatever like that, he wouldn't like, you know, he wouldn't know how much I love him or whatever, and nobody beats mama's cooking and all that other bullshit. I'm gonna tell you right now, thank God I ain't never experienced it to that extent. But I am saying now, future mother-in-law, if you come across this video, just know you're not gonna come in my kitchen telling me what to do, because it's my house. I'm the woman of that house. I don't go to your house and tell you what to do. Love you. Yeah, that's how that's gonna work. Man, I made videos last year about why DM's mama don't like you. We are not gonna get on that tonight. Just go back and watch the videos. Most of the people watching me now have already probably seen that video, unless you're a newbie. Hey, welcome. It's a shit ton of videos for you to watch and think about, and just think about it some more and drop a comment. But anyway, it's like this. My son's daddy's mama, when I was 18 years old, taught me how to cook a lot of shit, okay? So for her, if she was still alive, to come into my kitchen to do something, I wouldn't feel threatened, because she's the one that taught me how to do what I do, okay? She the one that taught me like more than half of what I know kitchen wise, okay? Taught me how to cook whole ass meals. I mean, I was 18. I mean, I was pregnant with my son at the time. Like, I couldn't cook that much of shit. I mean, I can make a few things. I can make meatloaf. I know how to make stews. Um, I knew how to make, like, I know how to bake a chicken and shit like that. I mean, like, but the way that I was taught when I was smaller, or how I seen when I was smaller. But everybody has their own little things that they do to their food to make it taste better. You know, they own different little seasonings, they special little seasonings and shit like that. So anyway, if she was to walk in my kitchen, I wouldn't feel no type of way because she's the one that taught me. And when she taught me, she didn't even really make it about her son. She said, since you're pregnant with my grandson, I'm going to need you to know how to cook so my grandson ain't eating Burger King and Jack in the Box and Whataburger and shit like that. And I'm like, cool. I mean, cooking was something I wanted to do anyway. And it's just the fact that she actually felt the need to want to do it. I mean, I don't despise the wisdom of older people as long as you ain't doing it in a fucked up manner. So, some things that she made or taught me how to make, I still make to this day. I might add my own little shit to it over the years. But for the most part, she taught me the cooking game, okay? All the rest of the other stuff came later on by me experimenting and then like watching a shit ton of cooking shows and everything else. I mean, at one point it was on at work to where I come home and it'd be on both the TVs, the front and the back, whatever like that. So yeah, that was not offensive. However, I did have an offensive time. One time, I let this girl from church, which was one of my friends at the time, um, or so I thought, because you know, some people don't really show you their ass until like a certain like set time. Some people have a set time for showing their ass for you to you, okay? So I need to put some oil in my hair because it's starting to feel some type of way. But anyway, I'm gonna do that when I get off of here. Probably, yeah, and then tie it down or whatever so it can be like a body wave or whatever, so it's not floofy. But anyway, I let this girl in my kitchen that was my friend. Um, she went to a church where I was going at the time. And she basically was like, I told her, you know, sometimes when people are feeling bad about themselves or whatever like that, and you know, certain stuff cheer them up, I was like, come in the kitchen and cook with me or whatever. And I will admit to this day, everybody has the one thing that they can't really make in the kitchen to the T. And in my defense, I will say it like this. Everybody ain't gonna like your potato salad. I get that, okay? My twin liked my potato salad. Not just said he liked it, but went back for seconds. But that's not the point. I rarely made potato salad, okay? Some people like it more mustardy. Some people like it with more mayo. Some people like it more onions. Whatever the fuck. Me, I like twang, okay? I don't want no bland-ass fucking potato salad. Period. And I puts the fuck out of some seasoning in it. Let me just clear one thing up. And you feel however you feel about this. But to me, boiled egg and potato salad is that's not my jam. That is not my jam, okay? That is not something that just makes my heart skip a beat, okay? That is not my jam. So anyway, got this blanket looking like a fake ass fur. But anyway, y'all don't pay attention to that. Just pay attention to the words that's coming out of my mouth. I let this bitch in my kitchen, right? And I'm saying this bitch because, you know, lack of a better word. I let her in my kitchen because I was like, oh, well, you can help me cook this and that. I was making some apple crisp homemade, which that was just something that I wanted to do. Like my desserts and shit, can't really fuck with that. I'm not gonna fuck with a dessert if I know I can't make it. That's just what it is. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. However, I did not know that this bitch had a strength that I was weak in a certain area. I made some potato salad, right? And she tasted it. I had other friends at the house too, mind you. She tasted this potato salad. She's like, ooh, it's too twangy. Uh, ooh, now you gotta put a little sugar in it. Ooh, and then you gotta, ooh, baby, now, throw that away. And she threw my motherfucking potato salad in the trash. I damn near wanted to slap this bitch. If you don't like it, bitch, leave my potato salad alone for me. Push it to the side. Leave my fucking shit alone. Okay? And anybody, look, I don't care how strong you are in whatever area. It's like, that right there, there's certain little shit that a bitch do, and it just make you just go to the left, okay? Throwing my potato salad away made me go to the left, okay? Then she grabbed some potatoes out the pantry, started like washing them and shit, and then she was like, I'm gonna show you how I make my potato salad. I promise y'all gonna like my potato salad. And then the other friends was like, well, no disrespect, but we like your potato salad, but Auntie so and so. I'm like, oh, she auntie now because you make that potato salad that make them say auntie. Okay, that's cool. But y'all was saying other shit about my other shit. Okay, you could not fuck with my roast beef, homemade roast beef baked potato. I don't fuck with beef too much no more. But bitch, I can make a pot roast baked potato out of some pork, or I can fuck around and do it with turkey meat. Man, look, them overstuffed baked potatoes with other shit, with the butter at the bottom and the seasoning and shit before you put the meat and the man, look, make a pot roast baked potato, a pork pot roast, baby. Like, that was one of my things, okay? Whenever people, that or my cabbage rolls or the fuck, or my gumbo and shit. Like, yeah, I might use that gumbo for a for the thumbnail for this video, okay? I might do that. But that right there, because I was feeling some type of way. You know, I've never had anybody just don't like something I cooked before, and I could not fucking handle it. That she didn't just tell me, well, let me help you doctor up the potato salad. For one thing, I don't eat eggs in potato salad. And if you're watching and you make eggs in your potato salad, that's cool. That's you. I'm not at your house eating that. More power to you. Okay, that's your thing. It's just she could have said this shit quiet. You know what I'm saying? Other people be like, that's not to discredit you. You make good cookies. You make good cupcakes. You make good this or that. And I got this apple cinnamon cheesecake that I ain't never made for nobody but my twin. I swear it. I said I'd never fucking make it again if it ain't for him. Okay? So I never made that shit. Just like he ain't never gave nobody else orchids and lilies. Okay? Whatever is supposed to be our thing, you don't give that to nobody else. And I've already, because it would fucking trigger a person, okay? I did say that in a video maybe 10 or 11 months back about triggers, okay? Something about inside the mind of a DF triggers, okay? Just certain shit. Look, that's a whole nother video. That's that whole video, and I'm just gonna leave that shit right there. So I never made cheesecake, that apple cheesecake, the apple cinnamon cheesecake for nobody else. Hell, truth be told, I had his mama hooked on that one. Like, when she gonna make a cheesecake? She like my cheesecake? I'll make you one to take to her. I'll have it ready by tomorrow. You come get it. You gonna pick it up. You can have it tomorrow. That cheesecake is a motherfucking legend from 2005, okay? And how that ended up coming up to be was because I never made that before. I made cheesecake before, but it was around the holidays, whatever. After I made all these cakes and pies, because where I worked at the time, it had a strip mall, and I knew, like, since I would go shopping in the same strip mall where I worked, I got to know everybody, and it was a Sound Waves next to me, and I had one of my friends that worked there help me move and was like, well, you don't gotta pay me, just cook me some food. I was like, for real? Since you always talk about you like to cook and stuff, I'll take my truck and help you move. Because I was moving from I think from one a big ass fucking apartment to a smaller one, because I had a big old huge ass apartment, to the point it was just a bit much, like, for one person. It was a lot, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna pay all this motherfucking money for. And then I ended up moving into a smaller one, which is where I lived at on Fondren when I met my twin. Okay. And if you live in Houston, Texas, you already know where Fondren is. I don't even want to go into explaining or splaining, okay? So anyway, that's where I was living at the time. And yeah, I cooked for people, but I never made that for nobody else. So after I made like pies, cakes, whatever like that, because I told everybody that worked there was 4 people. I told them, say, since I'm baking or whatever like that, no bullshit, do you want a pie or a cake for Christmas? And they was like, well, this person was like, I want a strawberry cake. I want this. I want that. And I took a fucking cooler that I bought from Fiesta, and I stacked up from the bottom to the top, the heaviest to the lightest, yeah, the lightest desserts or whatever at the top. So I ended up making a strawberry cheesecake for this one girl, because she was like, well, I don't do the cake thing much, but I want a strawberry cheesecake. So I went and got some fresh strawberries to do it or whatever, and I made the little whatever. And then, okay, I made strawberry cheesecake, a strawberry cake, a carrot. Man, I made a whole bunch of fucking shit. And I had them in these nice ass plastic things where nothing can't squish it, inside of a cooler on wheels, okay? And I took that bitch up there, and where I worked, it had a lot of space in the back to put shit. And I was like, when I get off, I can use this cooler to put shit in when I go shopping. So, long story short, I had extra cheesecake stuff. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna make me a cake for New Year's for 2005. And just so happened, how my twin ended up being able to taste that is because when I made this cake, I made it December 29th, no, December 30th or whatever like that. Cheesecake is good in the fridge for maybe like the flavor set in it after the first couple of days or whatever, but I mean, it never lasts me no more than 4 or 5 days. So I made a cheesecake for myself, and I was like, damn, I don't have no more strawberries. What I got? And I was like, ooh, apples. Okay, so I did me like some apple cinnamon. And I put it in there. I was like, I cut me a piece, and I'm like, this is cool. I like this. I'm like, dang, I really like this. So, like, I was made mention before, I met him January 2nd, 2005, around 3 something in the afternoon. I believe it was like middle hour of 3 o'clock or whatever, because I was like laying in the bed, swear I was trying not to go to the store, but something kept telling me, get up, go to the store now. Man, long ass fucking story that I did tell in a past video. But yeah, how he ended up tasting the cake was after we chilled, because he was like, well, oh, I met my he said, I met my girlfriend. He was on phone. He got on phone with his grandma. Told his grandma, I found my girlfriend. He didn't say, will you be my girlfriend? He said, I found my girlfriend. Like, but when I met him, he was on the phone talking to his grandma. He said, Grandma, I gotta hang up the phone and call you back. Cause, like, man, I told the story already. But anyway, I digress. Just thinking on it, okay? January 2nd, 2005. Okay. And at the time, like I said, I didn't even know what the fuck a twin flame was. But to find out why years and years and years passed by and you could never, ever, ever shake that person if you tried. Because ain't like it was your first fucking relationship, okay? None of that bullshit. None of that shit. And besides, it was just weird that not weird, but I mean, a lot of people would think it's weird that you don't start talking to a person like you trying to get to know them and shit. You talking to them like you already know them and you're comfortable. So we chilled. We watched Dave Chappelle for a couple of hours. He walked me back home. Then, because we was smoking. Okay, we was like smoking the fucking weed. Okay. And then he was like, because it was just funny as hell, because the whole situation was funny as fuck, how it all happened. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy, crazy. But anyway, he was like, when he walked me back, I'm like, man, I want a snack. I got the munchies. He was like, hell yeah. He's my, all right, kind of snacks you got? I said, oh, I got this pie that I made. So I went into that long ass motherfucking story to tell about the pie. But I felt like I was going to tell about the pie because I never made that pie for nobody else. So serious. Not in all them years. I've never made that pie for nobody else. And I told him that too the last time I made mention of it to him. I told him, I said, I never made that pie for nobody else but you. Okay, because you liked it so much. And I was like, nah, ain't gonna do it. But anyways, he tasted it. And then he had to, that's when he called his grandma back. A little bit after that, he was like, you know what? I just found my girlfriend. Remember the girl I was telling you about from earlier? Man, like, we having a snack right now, and she can bake. Like, she could bake. She's talking about she could cook and this and that. We talking about food and shit, and well, he ain't say and shit because he never cussed in front of his grandma. But I think if I'd say anybody was real tighter than him and his mom, I would say it was his grandma. But that was like his, I don't know. I don't want to say it. He had this type of relationship with his grandma that my son have with my mama, like that. Like that's your grandma, but that's your best friend at the same time. That type of shit. Like, yeah, he literally be like, my grandma is my best friend. Yeah. And I think that's like really, really cool. So, yeah, I never made that cake for nobody else. Nobody. How the hell did this video go from boundaries to a motherfucking sweet thought? Okay. Because that's just where the fuck my mind is. Okay. That's just where the fuck it be. Okay. When you hear somebody always talking about doom and gloom, and I mean, it's different from like just saying something that's gonna happen because you know you fucking feel it like at the time and you say it and it's past. When somebody is in a continual state of doom and gloom, bitch, like, you gotta check yourself. Everything is not all doom and gloom all the motherfucking time. So anyway, I said all of that shit to say this. By setting boundaries and shit, sometimes you be setting boundaries and you don't even be knowing you setting boundaries, like what you will and what you won't do for somebody else, okay? I'm like, I'm kind of at a loss for words for that. But yeah, just set fucking boundaries. Because this video, I'm about to end it real quick. Because I kind of want to go get a little snacky snack. Tie up this hair. And maybe iron my clothes for in the morning tonight. Or just wake up early and do it then. I don't know. Because yeah, we back on a Monday. But oh my God, I can't wait till that extra off day come, man. Because that is my motherfucking day to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I already got plans to do what I want to fucking do. Okay? But anyway, those little game pods and poppables. So I keep smelling. I'm like, anyway, let me stop sniffing my blankie and shit like that because I washed it yesterday. But and then the little hairs from it. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. At least got some of the good shit out the way. Some of the shit that needed to be said, and then I just veered off into the thing about the pie, because the pie thing just keeps coming up. And it's so funny, I just keep cream cheese all the time. So if I got to go, wait, got apples. Yeah, just saying, like, at any given moment, I can make whatever the fuck I need to make. Like, well, I probably would need to go get some lemon juice or whatever for other shit. But anyway, just saying, because now talking about the daggone pie, I want a pie for myself. So I might do me one this weekend, or on the day when I take off extra. It'd be my holiday, okay? Something like a holiday. Because of the day that I took off, okay? So anyway, I will talk to y'all in another video. I think I made three. I made 3 videos. So this one is like the 3rd. So yeah, when they upload. And I will talk to y'all next week. Bye.